everyone needs a change.
Not only is Ms. Henyard depriving the public of what they deserve, it's also costing the village money.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard dancing Tuesday morning outside of Lester Longmain Fieldhouse. She's running again for mayor of Dolton. She tells WGN there's no question about it. She's walking away with the win tonight.
Well, I'm going to unite my community when I get rid of this board. And that's going to unite my community. They said clean house, they damn right. We're going to clean house today. I'm going to come in by a landslide, so I'm excited to just wait till the finale this evening. I'll say that, yeah.
We took this, 100% of the votes are in, the full slate took it home. And I hereby would like to retire the 82% because Jason took it down with 88% of the vote.
So 87% later, we're gonna call this a new day.
That's what landslide she was talking about.
Yeah. So with that, today is the first that marks an end to a dark day in Dolton. There is no more Dolton disappointment. 4 years of frustration are over. And the Board of Trustees have said for the longest time, if you want to keep on passing us the responsibility and passing us the buck, then pass us that seat with it.
All precincts have been reported. Jason House won by 88% of the votes. Allison Key, 80% of the vote. And you're still gonna have Trustee Belcher, Norwood, and Ed Steve. They all beat Charles Rayburn, Jocelyn King, Linda Terrell, Vanessa Wezo. But I might have pronounced that right. But that is it. I want to see who wins. It looks like Thaddeus Jones is gonna be mayor again for Calumet City. But it's looking close, but it looks like Figs is going to be the clerk. That is good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to report this. You guys may not know anything about this story, but you will. You will. Stan Brown is at the... Yo, Stan Brown don't give an F. Yo, Stan Brown, he reminds me of Don King. Don King will, back in the day, he would take a fighter with him and go to the boxing match, take him into the arena. The boxer would get beat, that's like destroyed, and he would leave with the winner, the other guy. Like, the fact that Stan Brown is just, Stan Brown is at the clean house spot. He's like, yeah, go house, I do it. Like, shit, who's Tiffany? What does Stan Brown says? What's Stan Brown's thing? I was just riding the bike. It was the election day, Tiffany Henyard versus Jason House. We've been covering this situation for a very long time, and it just goes to show you the downfall of Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor. No longer now, it's just super Henyard at this point until that gets taken away. And when you think about it, failed leadership is probably the first thing I come up with. Failed leadership, the inability to lead effectively. Tiffany Henyard couldn't work with others. She alienated officials, trustees, and sometimes even the public, locking people out of the village hall, and she couldn't compromise. She lacked any level of the ability to compromise. It was either her way or no way, nothing. And that led to a lot of dysfunction. Their personal grudges over public services, refused to work with anyone she views as a opponent. No, I'm not giving you a business license. No, I'm gonna give you a bunch of tickets. I'm gonna just disrespect you on the mic and right in front of your face. Personal grudges, and again, forgetting what she's supposed to be. You're a mayor for the people. And then there was so many scandals. There's a reason why I made so many videos. I think that's why so many content creators have created so many videos based on her nonsense. The financial mismanagement, the lavish spending the taxpayer money on the extravagant trips, spending, I think, $1 million on security detail. A lot of stuff didn't make any sense. Spending over $100,000 on travel. It didn't make any sense of what she was doing. And obviously, all of the lawsuits. Trustees sued her. Ex-employees sued her. Tons of lawsuits, dozens of them. Getting contempt of court to refusing to follow a judge's orders. Firing whistleblowers. Any employees that opposed her decisions. It just got out of control. Seizing businesses' liquor license for personal vendettas. having some police officers, what happened to Lacey? It's been a while since we saw Lacey, but Lacey was intimidating some people. And obviously was what happening with the sexual assault, harassment lawsuits. And then also, we're talking about Dolton, but Dolton Township, it's using the township funds to finance the charity that she said that she wasn't a part of. She didn't start it, but then she must have the worst memory ever that she literally said on camera that she's starting it, hiring her friends and family, especially with Kamal Woods, in a position that was a ghost job. It looks like to me, him dealing with the youth director is a ghost job. It's a job to give him 6 figures and take care of him while he's not really doing any work. I just think the village just became a really toxic environment. And that's the one thing I did realize covering this and other small town politics, it becomes very personal. Grudges, there's rivalries, they know what you did 10 years ago because they grew up with you. There's a lot of skeletons in everyone's closet. So it seems like there's so many people having leverage over each other. And it's leading to this constant drama. Dolton can have leaders that can separate personal conflict from political conflict. So House still has to go against the independent in a general election. So we'll see. Will voters stay engaged after this? Let's say if he wins and he becomes mayor, will they stay engaged? Will they hold him accountable? Will the content creators who are based in Dolton, because I realize there's a lot of them now that live here and they discuss things, are they going to stay engaged and hold him accountable if he wins? So I think a lot of people learned a lot from this situation, and hopefully for voters and all voters, you want to research your candidates. Don't fall for any flashy slogans or empty promises. And I think this is for no matter who you're voting for. Personally for me, and I don't want to be that, Monday morning quarterback person. Personally, if I was in that town and I knew that the person running for mayor was a slumlord, I would not have voted for the person. Probably because of my personal view. I had to deal with a slumlord situation with my father dealing with someone who didn't take care of a building properly. He had to go back in court to deal with that stuff. They didn't have the heat and hot water turned on. They didn't repair things. So that's my personal, I would have not voted for the person. But maybe a lot of people didn't know that, even though, again, that was on YouTube. It was a story that was, as she was a trustee. But you don't want to be swayed by the rumors and also blind loyalty. Research everything on your own and FOIA. There's tons of FOIA requests. Google obviously is your best friend. So you want to vote based on leadership, not identity politics. I know we talk about black people and women and a single black woman in power. Don't vote on that. Please don't. It doesn't end well. It just doesn't.
Another individual that's going to help to lead this community forward. And he missed dance step lessons yesterday, which is the reason that we didn't have him up here with us. But a vital member, because they're always, Dolton has continued to be divided amongst the board, with the mayor, put against one another. This gentleman has always tried his best to toe the line, much to my chagrin at many times, but has always stood up for what he feels to be the right thing. A vital part of this board, Trustee Stan Brown.
Clean house 2045, Stan. Yeah. Go ahead, say it, Stan. Say it. Say it, Stan. Come on, Stan. We're going to ride the bike. Come on, now. Come just ride the bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
2021. In 2021, Miss Copeland, I came and helped this dream team. And as we went on, the dream kind of withered away, but I still stuck with the team as a whole. So now, the dream team is back.
Let's have a conversation about Stan Brown. What do you guys think? You think that was more like an olive branch to House to try to kind of stop a lot of the bickering and fighting? Or do you think it was not necessary? I don't know. I thought Jason House, he's trying to do everything opposite of Tiffany Henyard. Henyard would not have put Stanley Brown up if she won and he was one of the trustees that gave her a hard time. So I think Jason House is trying to be basically the complete opposite of Tiffany. I just feel like Stan Brown is more of a follower than a leader. And he realizes, hey, I'd rather not fight. So I'm on this board here, so I'm going to just be nice. It was a bit weird. I'll say that. That's why I think I typed in the chat. I was like, that's a bit weird. I don't think he's even expecting to speak. Tiffany's gonna go out with a bang. I think she's not going to just be cool about this and just walk into the sunset. It's not gonna happen.